But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this is my story time, The Candy Shop. Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Candy Shop. I'm Candace.
Hey, it's Khadi B.
Yes, and this is The Candy Shop. Tonight we are reviewing Insecure. The title of the episode was Tired, Okay? Which that's how I'm feeling right now, a little tired. But let me acknowledge these comments. The Queen of Cheesecake says, hi, everyone. Welcome to The Candy Shop. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Please make sure to turn on your notifications to all for the latest uploads and lives. And Khadi B dropped that candy in the chat. Hey, Miss Indies. Tina and Khadi, I'm Candace. Oh, I know she was saying hi to Tina. But yes, but I want to thank you for subscribing to the channel. My new subscribers, I actually got a new subscriber today from Facebook. I posted this in Facebook and she was like, I subscribed. So thank you for subscribing, Samantha. Yes. But how have you been?
Pretty good. Of course, y'all know I'm on that whole weight loss journey. So I was at the gym this morning. I can't believe it's been I guess this is the end of the 4th week, maybe 3.5 or something. I can't believe I'm still sticking with it, right?
Yes, it's good.
But then been running errands all day long. Candace, you know I was at my mom's earlier, so that's about it.
Well, I have been doing good. I barely, as I said earlier, made it on here. I know I hadn't done a show in a few days. I think I did the Ladies Lounge with y'all on Tuesday, which just seems like it was days ago. But I've been really busy at work, and it's like, yeah, it's a lot. But I want to get on here on YouTube, have a good kiki, have some fun. I know on our Ladies Lounge, I was like with it. Ready to snap, but no, that's not me. I definitely want to have a good time.
Yes, yes.
Hey, Chi-Town, now's your girl.
Hey, boo.
My other mod in the chat. Hey, cat in the chat.
Good cat in the chat.
So let's talk about this episode. So the opening scene of Insecure is a daydream. So what did you think was going to happen? What did you think of that scene, first of all?
Well, initially, right, we ain't know it was a daydream. I just kind of thought maybe it was what happened after she walked off. When she seen Lawrence and Condola, it made me think that this was like sort of like a flashback of what happened when she rounded that corner or whatever.
Yeah. So
I was like, okay, she approached them. Everything's nice and they're talking. Side note, Condola, I don't know. She just looked like she might have been pregnant again in that thing. She did, but that might have just been she hadn't lost the weight. So I'll just leave that at that. But the funniest thing
thank you for joining us.
She said, can I hold the baby? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, shoot. I mean, babies is innocent. Go ahead and pick up the little one. And then she's all holding and rocking the baby. Then she took it. She took it through that baby like a 3-pointer in the pants.
Yes, I knew it was a daydream because I know Issa, you know, from previous seasons, Issa always daydreams. And like the way that the last episode ended, they went into the doctor's room. Mm-hmm. So when it comes back where she's going down the hall, I'm like, yeah, it's about to be some bull. I just knew it. And then when she said, can I hold the baby? And then she was like, F your kids.
Condola too, like
yes. Oh, and Chi-Town says, hey, Khadi B boo.
Hey, Chi-Town.
So I laughed. Issa is so ignorant at times.
I was like, I don't want to, because like you don't want to laugh because she threw the baby, but it didn't really happen. So
Yes. I was just thinking this lady is out of control, but I was glad that I was correct in it being a daydream because I was like, this could be real. You never know with this show. But it
Right.
was a daydream. It cuts to her and she's like looking at Lawrence's IG. And this is where I'm confused. Did you see where she was like, oh, he moved back?
Yeah.
So do you think he moved back for real or is he just visiting? Because Issa don't talk to him. So she could be assuming he's moved back.
I think he moved back. And
Really?
the actual good thing about like a techie job, is that he doesn't actually have to be at the office there. He could work anywhere for that type of job. So I think he actually moved back. I hope for the sake of that family unit, even if they're not together for that family unit, I hope that he did move back and they actually worked it out. We don't know, but from the little snippet that we saw when everything looked cool, which thank you. I was just like, a conversation, please fix it.
Yeah. So it cuts to Issa having sex with Nathan, and she is asking him, what does he love? And it gets to the point where they're laying on each other and she's just looking miserable. And this kind of goes to Candy's point last week. Shout out to Candy. She's working on some good things. I'm not going to discuss my girl's business, but yes, she is a true G, moving in silence, and I love her for that. So shout out to her and what she has going on. I know what she has going on, but I'm not gonna put her business out there.
Right. We love you, Candy. Yes.
Yes. But yes, I love you, Candy. So this goes to her point though, last week when she was saying they're on two different levels because Issa, I just feel like when she's saying I love you, she does not love this man.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, it's just so, and that's why I just don't think they work. They should have, to be honest, for me, I really feel like they should have just stayed friends. If she wanted to, it would have been nice. Now I know, Khadi, you probably don't believe in the friends with benefit stuff, but if they would have kept it as friends with benefits, when he left and it got awkward, maybe she shouldn't have dealt with him on that level because she's not strong enough to do the friends with benefits. But back in my day, in my single days, I was strong enough to do that. So, and that was in between my divorce, because what people don't know about me, I got married at a very young age and never got to have a phase where I dated a lot of people and so-called slutted it out. I never got to have the friends or just, date for real like that. So after my first marriage, that was my time to really find myself and also have some fun without having it to be so serious. And so I really wish that's how she would have kept it with Nathan, because as we see, they're on different planes, I guess you could say.
Yeah. I feel like Issa and Nathan worked better before he ghosted her. Something after he ghosted her just broke their relationship. And I mean, it's understandable. I don't think that they should try to force it anymore at this point. But like you were saying, I don't think she actually loves him. But it was really hard and cringy to watch her basically try to, I don't know, trick him into telling her that like, what's up with the games?
And their sex looked like trash. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it wasn't that exciting to even look at.
Exactly. Not like Molly. Molly got it in, and it was exciting to look at.
Molly did that dude face.
But with Issa and Nathan, I just feel like it's a situation, and maybe it's because I'm matured, and so I've been there, done that, and she's wasting her time. I really feel like it.
I feel like they both are.
Oh, of course, definitely on both ends.
But like he said to her, you're all over the place. You remember he said that like towards the end of the episode, like, what do you want? Like, you one minute you crying in my mouth, the next you want to be together, then you don't want to be, then you want to be friends, then you love me, and like I don't know. I told you though. I told you he was confused in the mug. Like I don't know.
Yeah, he was confused, but by the end of the episode, he wasn't that confused because he agreed to take a chance with her and be in a relationship. So it's like I really feel like I just feel, oh, I'm not gonna say I feel like, I think that he is in a place where he is just not that into her. I don't see it. And I think he wanted it to work because she wanted it. But like the guy in the barbershop said, when we get to it, Nathan is soft. So I think he just
Who do you
couldn't.
think Nathan South?
Yes. I think
I
he
don't know. Like,
I think he
what?
just couldn't tell her no. And I
Oh,
feel
you mean like self emotionally? Because I was like, because we forgetting that he beat up dude in the Uber.
he's soft emotionally, and
Okay,
he
because I was
just
like,
he's soft emotionally. Like he just doesn't seem like he's mature enough to be with someone like Issa. Like, even though Issa is all over the place, she's still a little bit more established in her career. I really feel like her and Lawrence make the better couple.
ugh.
I know you don't like Lawrence. Oh,
I don't necessarily dislike Lawrence, but I just feel like he for two years in a relationship or whatever, he was basically a bum.
yeah. But the thing was, though, they were younger. They were young. I don't know. I'm giving Lawrence a pass because yes,
Young equates to bum.
no. Well, yeah, in your 20s, I be feeling like you don't got money. That's a time when
No,
you
I
really,
mean maybe you don't, but get your off the couch.
yeah. And but the thing is, though, he did, like the man in the Everest commercial. He did get his ass off the couch, and he got a job. He got himself together, and I really feel like Issa needs to give him another chance, and he's willing to still stay. Like, to me, Lawrence loves Issa because he's still willing to be with her after she cheated. Like,
Well, it was a long road
yeah,
full of sluts and
I
all
know,
types of work.
threesomes and everything.
Like, you're not gonna be calling me all these type of names and then suddenly everything cool. Because in the back of my head, I still think you think I'm a slut.
Really, you think so?
Words hurt,
Yeah, they do. They
and
do.
they stick around a long time.
I definitely agree. But I don't know. I like Lawrence and Issa together. I just do. I don't want them with Condoleezza. That's what I'm I don't want them with Condoleezza.
I
Um,
don't want him with Condola either. I do want their family unit to work, though. I definitely want that to work, but I don't want them together. But I don't want Lawrence with Issa either.
damn.
Now you're not gonna be a bum for me, and then when we break up, you decide to get your crap together.
Yeah, true. But that's how it always goes. But he wanted her back though. Well, going back to the show. So we get to Nathan in the barbershop, and I'm confused. So is this not his barbershop? I am so confused.
That's why I was a little confused too, because I thought that this is his barber shop. And for the life of me, I couldn't figure out why he was letting dude talk to him like that.
Exactly. Well, they're complaining. The guy's name is Suge. So it's a scene. They're complaining about him not being there, all the stuff that he's done. So we see that scene, and we see where Nathan, I was going to say Lawrence. We see where Nathan, I combine Lawrence and Nathan's names. We see where Nathan decides to cut Suge's client's hair, and it leaves off at that, and it goes to Issa with Molly's family, and she's taking care of Molly's family while Molly's at work retreat, which is so sweet. I love Issa and Molly's relationship. I stand for anything that shows Black women getting along and a sister relationship. So I thought that was so cute. But Molly's at her work retreat. Then it cuts to Issa and her trying to get a new client. This is what I wanted to talk about with you. Her trying to get these new clients. But her reputation, because of what happened with Krishan, they're not willing to work with her. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm trying to pick my words
We're
carefully.
about to go down the rabbit hole, so I'm prepared. I got my drink.
I'm not shocked. I will say that because like I said, I do feel like Issa put more, she cared more about what the water company wanted than her client.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're trying to be for the neighborhood, for the people, how are you going to be for them when you for the white man?
The thing
And
is,
this ain't got nothing to do. Okay, yeah, you taking their money and blah 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 blah, but that's also how they control you.
so do you feel like, because I feel like Issa did try to fight for him, but it was like a losing battle.
I don't really think so. If you go back and look at the way that she was just like they were saying things, and she was like, "Oh, well, yeah, oh, okay, well," like she didn't really try. It seemed like she was almost too nervous to stand up and say something. I mean, fight the battle. If you lose, you lose, but fight it.
Yeah,
I felt like she didn't even fight it.
I
She
agree.
just kind of was like, okay, I'm more worried about losing the cash from them than about Crenshaw said, your integrity.
Shout out to my bestie Lamar. This is his
Hey,
other page, TFG TV. I think he's close to 8,000 subscribers on this page. The
sweet.
Real Estate Insider is his other page that's now at 13,000 subscribers.
Nice.
So shout out. Tomorrow, me and him will be collabing tomorrow night to go over hot topics. It'll be on my channel. He'll be in my world, my sector, because I haven't done anything. This is what I was talking about. And I should, Lamar, I'm going to do a story time on you, sir. But what people don't know, and I always talk about this, what people don't know, I'm going on the soapbox just for a second. When I started on YouTube, I actually started with my best friend, TFG. We built TFG on Facebook together, and we had about 20,000 people following us on Facebook. So that's why I will always say I'm not new to this. I am true to this. And so we had our little falling out last year, but we are back good. He's my brother, so we always gonna be good. We argue like brother and sister. We always gonna be there. So, but we'll be doing a show tomorrow. Make sure you catch us. And Evangelist Val, thank you for still being here, Miss Val. Oh, and Lamar, thank you for the super sticker. Yes, cha-ching. Thank you. He says he's looking forward to it. But why are you nervous? They ain't gonna tag. It's been quiet. I don't know why it's been so quiet. But it's been real quiet in the YouTube streets lately. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, but make sure
you nervous.
I know. I don't know.
I'm gonna be in the chat.
Yes, Shatan said, "Hey Lamar," and yes, Miss Val, make sure you get some rest.
Yes.
I watched Miss Val had a really good live yesterday. She said she dropped a lot of gems. She prayed for us all, so it was really, really good. I enjoyed it. I definitely want you to take care of yourself, Miss Val, because you are all you have. But I do want to let you know there are people that are here for you. But like I said, be selective. Be selective. Protect your peace. And it's okay to step away. So,
oh no, you're breaking up. Well, why are you breaking up here? Shout out to Miss Val for the super sticker. Thank you.
Look at the devil trying to stop me from talking about Miss Val. But no, thank you, Miss Val, for the super sticker. It was like I was gone. But
I was here.
Thank you, Miss Val. But no, but catch us tomorrow. Going back to the show.
Oh, going back to the show. Where was we at? Oh, the Crenshaw situation. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know why I keep freezing. I don't know what's going on with my internet. But going back to Crenshaw, I feel like sometimes though, Khadi, I will say this: the fact that this water company is willing to work with Issa, knowing that she's a black woman, first of all, a black woman, and someone trying to do stuff in the community, that says a lot about them. So they're willing to work with her. So, because a lot of times you don't get that commercial backing, and
True.
so you do have to. I'm not going to say sell out, but you have to work together. That you can't just come in strong and be like, this is what it's going to be.
No,
So
I get that. I just don't feel like she actually fought. I don't think she fought at all. I think she just gave in.
Yeah.
Because she didn't know what she could have gotten had she just fought for it. She might have gotten a lot of things that he wanted. She might not have gotten all of it, but I don't feel like she actually tried. I just felt like she was like, hey, you know, this is good. And they're like, no, we don't really want this. She's like, oh, well, yeah, maybe we don't need that.
Yeah. And I think, you know what I think it was though, because she's at a place now where it's new. And so as she starts to build her clientele, the further she builds it, she'll be able to really stand up for people. When you're new coming into a situation, you can't just come in strong anyway. It's like you gotta, can you see me or did I freeze?
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
It's like you have to kind of be careful. I truly understand where she's coming from, but when she gets those clients coming in, she's gonna be able to call the shots a little later. Maybe Crenshaw might not have been the right client to deal with at the time because she can't. I'll just say this: she can't bend and do everything he wants or everything she wants because of working with somebody else. But as it goes on and she continues to bring in the clients, I feel like later on she will be able to finally do everything all black because they will trust her judgment and what she's doing. So
I hope so.
Yeah.
She's already gotten herself a little bad reputation, and she, as a small business, can't really afford it.
That's like because of Crenshaw.
But it doesn't matter why, just that she has it. And she, as a small business, she can't really afford that. As a bigger business, I mean, people complain all the time, and you like, what? Whatever. I got millions.
I agree with him. She should have publicly apologized to him, saying like, hey, I am so sorry that we didn't get to fully like see your creative mind. She should have said that publicly. And that's why I think she might need a PR person or something.
Yeah, that probably would have stopped him in his tracks. He would have been like, all right.
Yeah.
But I think he actually kind of said that. You know, instead you just kept trying to defend it and kept trying to hide it and privately message me these things. Like, I agree with Crenshaw for the most part. I think he was a little tough on her. Yeah. But I also think that she really did not have a backbone.
Yeah, and then he gonna say her brownies wasn't hitting on nothing. I was like, he ain't have to say that.
I'm sorry, but no matter how mad I was gonna eat those brownies.
Yeah. So going to Molly. So her colleagues, basically Molly takes shots with her coworkers, and then she wakes up. Her coworkers watches in her bed, which she didn't know. But apparently, either they went to her room, they was all dancing or whatever, but she's embarrassed by the fact that she was turning up in front of them. I was just happy to see Molly have a good time because she is always so serious, always so straight-laced and by the book. Sometimes you got to turn up. I know with your coworkers is not the best thing, but they black. So I think there should be a little leeway. Like they should have give her a little grace. What did you think about that scene?
I think it was embarrassing. You want to be respected at work. I mean, you want to have fun, but you don't really want to black out and not remember what the heck you did the next day. I I don't think they really held it against her. I didn't really
Which is
see
a
that.
good
In
thing.
fact, it might have in this situation, since they didn't like her to begin with, this might have softened them up to her.
Yes, I agree. And I've been on work trips where I didn't get drunk like I don't well, I've never gotten drunk like that. But you do have to watch yourself.
Mhm.
I didn't have the luxury of working around all black folks. So and with my company, they drink. The clear people drink as well, and they're like, "Hey, come on, take a shot." They'll
Mhm.
keep buying drinks, but you have to. There's a limit, and as being a black person in the corporate world, and knowing that there are eyes always watching me, I am very careful in how I conduct myself when I'm at work, especially even though I might be off the clock with them. They don't
Mhm.
realize sometimes that when we're on these trips, it feels like we're working 24/7. Like
Right.
my work day doesn't end until I make it to my room and I'm in bed. And usually that's not until 10 or 11 o'clock at night and dealing with them because they want to do Top Golf. They want to go to this bar for drinks. And like, so it's a lot of pressure at times. And I'm glad on Insecure we're getting to see it. But Molly has the luxury of working around all black folks,
Yeah.
whereas I don't get that luxury. My company is not all black people; it's majority clear. But
Give me a minute.
all right, but I enjoyed this scene with Molly. Of course, it goes back to the Crenshaw scene where that's the scene me and Khadi B just talked about, and then we take it to Nathan's shop. And so Nathan gets into an argument with Suge because he took Suge's client, and Suge basically, first of all, Nathan, when they get into the argument, Nathan tells him to shut your whining ass up. And so Suge gets upset and calls Nathan bipolar and also calls Nathan soft. And so this scene was to me very pivot. It was a good scene. I'll say that within the show because we get to revisit Nathan and how other people view his being bipolar. And so Nathan takes a lot of offense to it to the point where he doesn't even want to live in LA anymore. I think the guy hit below the belt. This is also where I was confused about the show because I thought the shop was Nathan's, but it looks like this is a shop that he came to work at and it belongs to somebody else. And so I hate that he has to go through this, but this is goes into the fact of, to me, him and Issa are not going to work because he still has to tackle the bipolar and all of that that's going on. So those are my thoughts on that. I know when Cardi B comes back, I'm going to ask her about that. Shaitan said, "I'm the only person of color in my office and in a leadership position." Right. So, Cotty, I was just talking about Nathan in that shop when Suge called him bipolar and basically told him he was soft. Nathan
Mhm.
said to shut his whining ass up. So, what did you think of this scene?
I honestly thought it was gonna get physical. I really thought Nathan was gonna deck this dude just because we seen him do it in the Uber with dude didn't even really do nothing to him, really. I mean, yeah, he told him shut up or something. But
Mhm.
I really thought he was gonna deck this guy. So I was shocked, but I was also a little proud of Nathan because I think he showed a little bit of growth right there because I know he wanted to hit him and I know he would have. So I feel like okay, but I also feel like this dude need to be fired.
Yeah.
He think he like what would say my mom would say he too big for his britches.
Yes. Yes, that's an old school line. I remember that. He getting too big for his britches. So yeah, the guy was out of line, and I guess apparently that guy is a celebrity barber. He talked about all the people he would bring into the shop, but he was so disrespectful. I'm
Mhm.
surprised Nathan didn't punch this man in the face when he was saying he's tired of working with his bipolar ass and all this other stuff. So yeah, that was not a good scene, and that triggered Nathan to say that he did not want to stay living in LA. Um, we can talk about that, the scene with Nathan and Issa, and then we'll go to Molly's scene last. And so it goes to, and hey, shout out to Q Red Label Confession.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining, Q. I don't know if you watch Insecure, but that's what we're talking about. And I'm lit now.
I'm wasted off that water.
Yeah. So Nathan then goes to Issa's apartment. You know, Issa has had a tough day with dealing with Krishan and those clients. Mm-hmm. And so she's wanting to kind of, you know, relax and vent a little to Nathan. But then she is still on her mind the fact that Nathan has not said that he loves her, and she brings it up. He was like, "You making this all about you," and that's where he talks about how she is all over the place. I really feel like Nathan was insincere. I feel like Nathan and Nathan and Issa are on two different wavelengths. I don't think he wants to be with her. I think it's a relationship of convenience for him. And I think for her, he's a rebound. And she's wanting to have what she would have with Lawrence had Lawrence have not had a child. So that's why she's pushing the relationship with Nathan.
So fast. Yeah. I feel like they both were wrong and right in this situation. Like, yeah, Issa is totally all over the place. And she really was focusing on herself, but I also feel like Nathan was gaslighting her.
Yes. I would agree.
It's just like, you know, gosh, you know how guys always, they are like very good at gaslighting.
Yes.
You didn't see it, like you seen it happen, but you didn't see it happen according to them. So that's how I felt like Nathan was doing with Issa. I'm just like, okay. But she was trying to control his emotions. You ain't said that I love. Oh, it should not be this dog.
I don't think she was trying to control his emotions. I think she was looking for validation from him. I don't think she was trying to control how he felt, but she was trying to be validated. And hey, Shannon.
It looked really.
Shannon said, "I'm so Issa in relationships, laugh out loud. I know my flaws and faults. That's why I just remain single. I can't laugh out loud." Thank you for joining. I agree, but I feel like Issa is looking for validation in the situation versus trying to control, because women, for some reason, I don't know why men think we're so evil and conniving and we want to control everything. It's not about controlling everything. We're just better at expressing our feelings about things. And so she is trying to rush the love aspect of the situation, and it's not working. I think she took their situation as a friend because he was one of the only males in her life after Lawrence, and she wanted that to work out because of Lawrence not working out. But she's, if anything, she's forcing it versus controlling it.
And the reason men might think that we're conniving.
What's debatable? I'm gonna drop this link. We're about to turn up.
I think the reason Nathan might think, well, not Nathan, but men might think that women are conniving is, I feel like women, because we are built for multitasking, just simply because we have to take care of ourselves and the kids and the house and the man and blah, blah. We are always like one step ahead of them. So they always think that we got some sort of a plot in our head. That's
think we're really one step ahead of them?
I think we are. I don't think men are unintelligent or anything like that. I just think that because we're built differently, we have to multitask. Women, we just have to multitask.
And that's the thing. I don't think we're one step ahead of them. And like you said, we're built differently. I think we just analyze things and think about things differently. And we also think about our gender roles and relationships differently. And that's where the conflict comes into play. Because most men they view themselves as providers. And if they're going to get serious with somebody, they got to worry about providing for this woman and all of that. Whereas a woman now today can provide for a man. and it's a confusing time. We are in a time where, and I'm gonna take it to Kevin Samuels on us, on everybody. We're in a time where we have educated women that work for themselves, and now we're not marrying men based off of necessarily what he can do for us. We're marrying men on what they can bring to the table along with us. And that's what people fail to realize today. Women are very, very educated. It's a new day. Back in the 90s, it was still a little old fashioned, even though that was supposed to be a time of change. But you're dealing with women now. Black women are one of the most educated groups of women on the planet.
Hey, trust me, I know.
In the USA.
I have 4 degrees.
Now, exactly, 4 degrees. So now you can choose the type of man you want to deal with, because your 4 degrees can allot you a life that can allow you to provide for yourself without a man. And that's the problem. And people, whenever we decide to address that, because there's nothing wrong with your 4 degrees, there's nothing wrong with providing for yourself, but for some reason they want us to look at that negatively. Why can't we choose who we want to be with based off of what we like? I'm not, when I got with my husband, for me, based off of the experiences that I had, it was about him. I didn't want him to have any kids because I dated a man with 6 kids. So because of that experience of dating that man with 6 kids, I didn't want him to have kids, even though I had a child myself. But I had preferences for myself, and I knew what would make me happy. I didn't have to settle for just some man providing for me or making more than me, because I can take care of myself and my son. And so I think men fail to realize that we have choices now. And they I'm laughing at these comments.
I don't know. I feel maybe certain men feel that way. I feel like the ones that is like a controlling type of guy.
Come on, Osefo. That's what I was laughing at. And yeah, Shiny,
I don't brag about my degrees. People probably think I'm just a dumb cop in the military, right? But no. Okay. Before I joined the military, I had a degree in molecular biology. So
yeah, Shannon said, I have no degrees, but too much common sense to continue on with the BS. And Shannon, I only have 1 degree. I have my bachelor's. And so I don't have all these degrees, but like you, I have common sense. I know what my worth, and I think men don't understand that we know our worth now. And you're going to have to try harder to obtain us. And it's no knock to them. This is my thing with the whole Kevin Samuels thing. I'm not knocking a man that can provide that is a man, because even though I have the degree, my 1 degree, and I am intelligent, that does not take away from my femininity, and it does not take away from me knowing the role of being a wife. But for some reason, a lot of men are intimidated by that, and instead of actually talking to us about it, they will try to put white women over us, or clear women over us. We have a situation. Yeah, I won't go into it. But let me go to Chi-Town's comment. She said, I swear we are sisters, the candy shop, because my husband didn't have any kids either, and I had 3. Right. Yeah, I had dealt with a man. I told a story time. I dealt with a man that had 6 kids and 3 baby mamas. And I was dealing with him because I was like, okay, I have a child. I don't mind dating somebody with the kids. We both worked at the same place. And Lamar, my bestie, knows him too, because we all worked at we worked in education. And so, oh my God, it was a hot ass mess, Khadi. He was still with 2 of the baby mamas, still sleeping with 2 of the baby mamas. He sent me a dick pic, didn't realize he put in a group text with another woman, and he didn't know in group text you can see other people's text messages. So I'm like, you sending me this dick pic, but who is this that you sent it to as well? So then he had child support coming out of his check. Then, like, I only had 1 child, so he has child support for these 6 kids coming out. Granted, he was a really nice guy, but I'm like, why am I putting myself through this? I only got 1 child.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to marry him and have to deal with 6 children taken away from our income. Oh, and here goes Lamar talking about, I know who you're talking about. Lord. Yeah.
Now, let me see. I haven't dated a guy that had 6. But my most recent ex, who I told you a little bit about, he had one when I not when I met him, because we actually went to elementary and junior high and whatever together. But when we decided to be together, he had one. I did not know that he had another chick that was pregnant when we got together. And then to find out that there might have been another chick who was also pregnant.
See? And that's another thing. These men be planting their seeds in a lot of places and be expected us to be okay. And that's just crazy to me. And yes, Miss Val, it was a group pic for the peen.
I gotta say, I've never had a group penis picture.
Oh yeah, I was like ninja when I said the other word. Like, come on, like, come on. So Shannon said they are very intimidated by us, and I'm over it. Exactly, they are for some reason. Chanel says sometimes common sense is more valuable these days than degrees. Correct.
True.
Yes. Yes, Q. He said, well, damn. Red flags, community peen. Yes, he was community peen. I found that out. And when I did my story time, he contacted me. He was like, so you doing story times about me?
You watch me. Thank you.
So it was, yeah. Yes, I ran, and I will meet you at the corner to get in the getaway car. Yes, girl. It was a mess. It was a mess. Yes, community peen. So let's talk about this last scene, and then we can kiki a little bit about some other stuff. Okay. Let's talk about this last scene where Molly has the heart-to-heart with her colleague, and she finally admits that her mom is going through whatever. And then, Issa had her other daydream as well.
No,
where Condoleezza kicked her ass.
How you have a daydream that you lose?
Yes. Yes. And so then it goes to Molly. Molly's mom woke up, which is awesome. I was so happy that she woke up, because remember Candy said it would be great if her dad died. And, I was like, Candy, no, it would not be great.
I know. I was like, was that on live, or did she say it by extension?
It was on live.
It was on live.
It was on live. But Nathan, we talked about Nathan wanting to leave the A, and then Molly, going back to Molly, she hugs her colleague. Now I'm here for her relationship with the colleague, because remember in the previous seasons they didn't get along at all. He was a freaking a-hole. But now we see he has stuff going on. She explained what she had going on. I feel like they're in the same place, and the fact that they hugged each other, and
I felt like that hug might lead to what that watch we thought led to.
I'm here for it.
I think they would be. I'm not opposed to relationships at the job, right? That's how I met hubby. So I'm not opposed to that, but be careful. I'll just say that, because if it don't work, that job may become not a safe place to be.
Right. Hey, Precious Pisces 69. Thank you for joining. She's saying hey to everybody.
Hey.
I'm here for it, because even though they're work colleagues, the way that they work, even though they work in the same place, it is not like it's a call center. So it's a little bit more. They might have some privacy, and they may be able to keep it discreet, based off of how they work. So I'm here for it. I think they make a cute couple. When she gave him the hug, I was like, yes, girl, hug him. I thought they had gotten together, because he even though he said they didn't, I was like, did they? Shit. Because he talking about no, we didn't get
No,
together.
you know what? I think he wouldn't want to do or touch her while she was drunk. I think if they get together, he wanted to be like, hey, we gonna get together. Like both of us is here.
Oh. And hey, Sip with D, we're talking about Insecure. Said, damn, what I missed. I'm still out running errands. Hey, ladies. But no, we're talking about Insecure.
This talking about community peen. No.
Yes. I was dealing with somebody with community peen, and yeah, I didn't find out until the group text.
Oh my gosh, I'll be like, how you mess these things up?
Yeah. And what was crazy is when I like basically talked to him about it, because we were at work, and I went to him, confronted him about it. And so I hear him talking to other coworkers. He was like, I didn't know you could see everybody in a damn group text and blah, blah, blah. I hear him talking to other people. So I'm like, this. I wish Chris
Did
Brown
he deny it?
No, he didn't.
I didn't do it on purpose.
I really, because I showed him. I really wish These Hoes Ain't Loyal wasn't out at that time, because that would have been a song for him. He said, yes, I agree. I always thought he had a little something for her when he was so rude. Really? Maybe that's why he was so mean, because he did have feelings for her.
Wow, that's like playground.
But that's how it usually goes. And Chi-Town said, D, you are so right, on time for the Kiki. Yes. Said, that sounds like a disease. What sounds like a disease? The community peen.
Community peen.
No, luckily, I will say this, because he had his 6 kids, he always wanted to use protection. And so we did. Regardless of me being on birth control or not, he wanted protection. So yeah, it was that was always, yes, involved. I'm not one of those chicks that slips up and, oh, we're doing it wrong. But I didn't mean to say that while you were drinking your water, Khadi. But protection was definitely involved when I had my friends. And hey, Tandra,
hey, Tandra,
you. But yes, so this episode I thought was really good.
Yeah, I feel like it was better than last week's. Last week, was that the filler?
Yes.
Yeah,
I believe it was. Did you see the previews for next week?
I didn't.
Oh, girl.
No, because I don't watch it on the channel. I watch it on my Fire Stick. So,
Super D said maybe he didn't even know it. What? Wait, he didn't know what? I want to know. Dip it low, pull it. Lamar says some folks think condom sex ain't sex. Lamar, goodbye.
Look, Lauren said that, and that's why he had chlamydia.
Yes, here go Lamar with his craziness. Candy, my husband has 7 kids, child. Yeah, with you though.
I know. I'm like, what?
With you though, Miss Val. Yes, y'all remind me of my grandparents. My mother had 6 brothers and sisters, all by her mother and father, and I love that. So, Miss Val, I never said that, but I love your family. The fact that you and your husband have 7 kids together.
Well, yeah, I want to know how many kids my grandparents had. My daddy's parents.
You don't want to know how my great grandfather and grandmother had 24.
So my daddy's parents had 18. He's the oldest. 10 sisters, 7 brothers, all the same mom and daddy.
Mm-hmm. Sip with D said, yes, I love this episode. It died when she threw she died when she threw the baby.
That's what I said.
That's way better than last episode. Yes.
I was like, I don't want to laugh, but she didn't really do it. So
I really wish she was.
Your dad has 36.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So he's like, what was the rapper that died here? Shorty Low. Or was that his name? I'm so horrible with names. But the rapper here that went against T.I. had that many kids. I think his name was Shorty Low. Evangelist said, "Oh, thank you. Khadi is having baby number 8." Yes, we are here for Khadi with the babies. She's having number 8, 9, and 10.
I'm about to say I'm having at least 3.
Yes.
At least.
Oh, and so Debonair said she could ride and kick that baby in the Right.
I'm telling y'all, like I just rolled right off the couch.
Yes, 36. Shot-Town, you need to do the story time about that.
I know.
Real Label said, didn't DMX have like 18? I think he did. Sip with D said, Khadi spoke it up about Issa and Nate relationship last week. I was here for their argument. We needed that. I thought Khadi was saying they was gonna make it. I didn't
say that.
Oh.
No, I didn't say it. When we talked about the kiss and the cry, whatever, I was like, I think he got freaked out, which he's allowed to get freaked out. But no, I said like their relationship I felt was better before he ghosted her, because after that something broke and they ain't never quite been right.
Maybe they should not have gotten back together, because it was just a situation where he does not, it's appearing that he does not have his bipolar in disorder. Check. Mm-hmm. His bipolar disorder in check. He's still working on him, because we're seeing it now. I definitely feel like it's foreshadowing. We're seeing his cousin talk about it. We're seeing now this barber talk about it. I feel like the writers are gonna write the way him and Issa end. It's gonna deal with bipolar.
You know that I think you said that you wanted to see like more of Nathan's.
More Nathan's bipolar and how Issa would deal with it in a relationship.
I'm actually a little afraid to see it. Because I don't know what direction it's gonna go.
Yeah, Sip with D said, yeah, I agree. Something isn't right. I think Nate is almost a rebound. That's what I said 2 weeks ago. Nate is a rebound for Issa. She does not love him.
Yeah, I don't think she does. And
look at everybody showing So Debonair love. Yes, show him some love.
I'm jealous. Look, he's live. The ladies lounge without jealousy.
He's doing a vlog. Make sure you check out his vlog on his channel, Vlogmas. One day I'll get up the courage to do a vlog, but right now I don't have it. I need to buy a camera. But he's doing all these vloggers do the Vlogmas or whatever. Is that what it's called? Vlogmas, because of Christmas. But they show the 28 days of Christmas basically.
Well, look, let me say this though. So, Deb, if you're gonna go to vlogging more and stuff, vlogging is really big on YouTube. Like, really big.
He did. He was in Ohio. Okay. So make sure you check him out. I watched it today. I didn't talk about it. He said we should do a hot pot together. Yes. So I know Khadi does not like mukbangs, but I want to get a hot pot. And I was thinking about doing one with So Deb, because me and him did talk about the hot pot where you drop the food in it, it gets hot, and you eat it.
I was about to say, what's that?
Yeah, I was gonna buy one from Walmart because I could have sworn I saw one in Walmart, but it is like a look up hot pot on YouTube. But basically, it's how people do the fondue soup.
Yeah.
Well, this is an actual pot that's cooking the stuff, and you just drop it in and you eat. You can drop steak, all of that. So I do want to do one with So Deb.
I've never even heard of that.
Yes. And vlogging, Miss Val, it's like blogging, but when you're vlogging, you're talking about your day-to-day life. So some of the vloggers that I watch Gina Janine, and there's a girl called Sunny that I watch that vlogs as well. They basically show their day-to-day life. Gina Janine, she travels. She shows her kids. She's out of Houston. So yeah.
Yeah, I know video logging. Yeah. It's like a blog, but a video. It's huge. I think some of the biggest channels are vloggers.
It's a hot pot. Yeah. It's a I was like, what the hell is a hot pot?
Not to be confused with Giselle's hot box.
Tandra, Tandra said, please do, that would be so dope. So yeah, maybe me and Sadeb need to get together and do a hot pot. No, it didn't take us off a subject. I think we was done talking about Insecure.
Okay, cool. They are huge. They are huge. I don't want people following me around.
I'm laughing at Evangelist talking about a hot pot. Sounds like a disease.
I said not to be confused with Giselle's hot box.
Look up hot pot on IG. Because you know how people do hibachi. Just imagine
I love hibachi.
Imagine those foods, but thrown into a hot pot of like boiling hibachi sauces or whatever. Oh yeah. But imagine all the raw food. Was that a hot pot?
Yeah. It's electric hot pot and grill. Yeah.
So imagine all that thrown into the hot pot and you take it out and you just eat it and it's so good. Oh, here go my bestie with no. We are not doing chitlins in the hot pot. He likes chitlins. No.
Oh, I don't eat no pork.
No chitlins. And see, Khadi don't eat pork.
No swine.
Oh, yes. It's not a hot pot. And we ain't putting chitlins in it. Khadi don't eat pork. So we ain't doing no chitlins. I don't eat chitlins. I do eat bacon, so I might throw some bacon in there.
Let me see her. How come?
Let me see.
How has this thing been a thing?
I'm gonna show y'all. So Deb's picture. Let me see if I can go to it because it looks so good. So this was his picture of the hot pot.
I've seen that. Yeah, I seen that on your Instagram.
And so you throw all that stuff in there and eat it.
It cooked like super fast or something?
Yes. Because in the pho soup, I usually get like steak in mine that be raw. And then when I put it into my pho soup, it cooks. And then I just pull it out. So imagine a pot cooking.
I'm about to blow his head with this hot
So Debonair said it's lamb, beef, or seafood. Right. And hi, Ronnie F. Yeah, she says she loves hot pot restaurants. Yes, so be sure to tune in. We're going to do it on my channel. We need to spice it up.
I need to see this Chi-Town go get.
No, I think so. Deb was at a friend's house, Miss Val, Evangelist Val.
This ain't all that expensive.
Lamar said, I tried it in Chicago this year, but they had us sharing. I don't like nobody dipping in the same pot with me. Yeah, so
I rather strangers.
They went to a restaurant. I'd rather do it at my house. Which is why I was gonna buy a hot pot from like Walmart. I think you can buy them off of Amazon too.
Yeah, that's this right here.
Yeah, I'd rather do it on Amazon. And like if it's being so Deb, then yeah, I'll do it. Yes, it looks so good.
129 with Prime free delivery.
Chi-Town says she's ordering one. Yes.
Oh, I want one.
Evangelist Val, we were at a restaurant. All the food cooks fast, right? Like the pho soup. Do y'all drink or people call it pho, but it's pho? The pho soup where you have your rice noodles, your sage and onions and all of that and meats, and you just drop it in the soup and it cooks while the soup is so hot it's cooking your vegetables. You never had pho? Girl, I used to get that all the time at work.
No, and y'all making me upset because I love food so much. How do I not know about
Lamar said I love pho. It's called pho, but it's a soup. It's an Asian soup. And you have all the vegetables and meats there, and you just drop it into the soup, and it cooks it like a hot pot. So Debonair said you definitely want to try the restaurant first so you know what the soup sauce to use, then try it home. Right. Q said, what is pho?
He said, what the fuck?
Everybody, see, Tandra loves pho too. Pho, well, Americans, we say pho, but it's pho in their language. Yes, it's good. Shannon said, I've been to one of those restaurants in Georgia. Yes. Because, Benihana's, they cook your food right there. I would assume with the hot pot restaurants, they'll cook your food right there. Right when you're sick, get the spicy. Yes. Angela said, I'm intrigued for real. Laugh out loud. I would love to throw a bunch of things in the pot and make a quick meal like a crock pot.
Right.
But you're going to eat it right when you're at the pots. So, yes. And Chantel says she loves pho too.
I'm gonna have to get me one.
Yes, I'm sure y'all have them where you're at because they're popular. But you can put meatballs in it for pho. I usually, like I said, do this rare steak. I do strip, New York strip as well, sliced very thin, and I put it in mine. And then green peppers. I like mine spicy, so I put a lot of spicy vegetables and stuff in mine. Yes, it's a Vietnamese dish. Yes. I just had some 2 days ago. I get some shrimp pho. Yep. You can put shrimp in it, but the soup is so hot it cooks your food. It was one of the best new experiences of 2021 for me. That's good. So, Deb.
Nice.
I'm
asking for one for Christmas. Shoot, me too. Me too.
Yes. I could have sworn I saw one at Walmart. Maybe I didn't, but it didn't seem like it was 129. The one I saw.
They had some cheaper ones on Amazon now, but I don't know if I want to go cheaper.
The pho. See what Sodev said, or no? Q said, he said steak, lemongrass noodle, mint, hot chili. Yes, that's what I put in my pho.
I don't do mint in anything except a breath mint and toothpaste.
Well, you don't have to put the mint in there, but you can put the hot chili, you can put the lemongrass, you can put the steak, it's a lot of stuff you can put in there. The noodles are rice noodles, like I said. So, but any final thoughts? And everybody, be sure to join me on the Real Lovely Seas channel at 9:35. We are reviewing Ready to Love. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna do it. I'm a little tipsy, so I'm gonna do it. Shaka said yes. I need the jalapeno. You can put jalapenos in it too.
I love me some super
because they give you that too. The restaurant I go to, they sell them at Walmart. So check out the size because you purchase it. Yeah.
What I do? Okay, I'm funny.
Yeah, she was laughing. Lamar said, put you some cilantro in there, jalapenos, bean sprouts. Yeah, you can get it with the bean sprouts too. So it's good. So try some pho soup this weekend.
Okay.
And it smells so good. And they put you get the green onions, like the long stalked onions.
This is so crazy.
And yes, Evangelist Vallis tonight at 9:35. I'm gonna do it. On the Real Lovely Seas channel, I shared the show on my community page. So be sure to click that link at 9:35 and join us. We're talking about Ready to Love and the latest going on in that.
That's crazy. Comment. There's one closest to me, one downtown.
They're coming.
I can't believe I've never seen it.
Chi-Town is on the Real Lovely Seas channel. So go to my community page. I posted this live last, but right before this post, there's a post for the Real Lovely Sea. So we are reviewing Ready to Love at 9:35 Eastern.
I will be there trolling because I don't watch this.
I didn't take notes, and I usually take notes, but she took notes. So we'll talk about it. I don't know how many of you watch Ready to Love, but it's getting good, even though those are actors. Candy Washington.
These ain't real people looking for love.
Mm-hmm. These are real people looking for love, but it just seems like actors.
Oh,
But Candy Washington joined our last one, and yeah, it was good. And make sure you drop the purple hearts in that chat for the real lovely C. She likes purple hearts. So, any final thoughts, Khadi B?
No, I thought this episode was better than the last one. Even though I know the last one has some significant things happening, I just was a little bored. So I felt like this episode was very entertaining.
Yeah.
And I think Issa and Nathan won't make it past next week's episode or tomorrow.
I was gonna say they won't make it past the next episode.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna make it past that episode. But yeah, Issa, don't get back with Lawrence, okay? There's plenty of guys out here.
Issa, get back with Lawrence.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You enabled that man to sit on the couch for 2 years. You enabled him.
Well, now that they've grown, maybe she can sit on his face. So, with that being said,
I was not ready.
We're gonna end it here. Be sure to check me out in about 30 minutes on the Real Lovely C. This was fun with my sis, Khadi B. I love you to death, girl. You know that.
You know I love you.
Me and Khadi be having our own ponderosas.
We love Candy, but she's on the West Coast, so she's not always in sync with us.
Candy is on the West Coast. Usually when we have a conversation, Candy be like, did I miss the call? Like, yes. Girl, it was 2 hours ago, girl. But no, I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining. Shout out to Evangelist Val, Lamar, So Debonair, Q, everybody that supported us. Make sure you subscribe to those channels that I just shouted out. Those are some beautiful people. Those are the people that I rock with. They rock with me. It's all love over here. So thank you for joining. I'm gonna play my outro. But yes, hashtag sit on his face. But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop.